Muy buenas gente, muy buenas YouTube, ¿qué tal estáis? Aquí al Cabi 82, como siempre, bienvenidos aquí al canal y aquí estamos con otro capi de Regreso al Futuro, el videojuego. Y aquí estamos con Marty McFly, estamos jueves 25 de agosto de 1931, hemos vuelto a retroceder en el tiempo, ya sabéis. Algo siempre se tuerce mal, cuando acabamos las cosas bien y arreglamos las cosas bien, otras se fastidian y hay que volver a retroceder con el DeLorean, nuestro gran emblema, la esencia, ¿no?, de las películas, que es el DeLorean, nuestra máquina del tiempo, y volver a Hill Valley, el año 1971, pues para volver a solucionar pues los temas que tenemos pendientes. Ya sabéis, cosas que pasan pues con Tannen, con otras cosas relacionadas con nuestra familia, lo que sea. En las películas era relacionado con la familia de Marty. Aquí pues es algo diferente, ya sabéis. Pero bueno, gente, aquí estamos con Marty, disfrazados, ya sabéis, con sus trajes, sus ropajes, para que no nos reconozcan, porque ya sabéis que hemos estado aquí hace poco, hace unos escasos minutos, horas, y ahora tenemos que retroceder y con otra, no personalidad, pero vestimenta para que no nos reconozcan. Y gente, de hecho, y ahí al fondo veis a Emma, que está ahí al fondo, y nada, nuestra misión, colarnos en el bar, creo que era, ¿no? Sí, entrar en el bar ilegal. Vale. Pues chicos, lo dicho, como siempre, vamos a ello. Agradeceros una vez más por el apoyo al canal. Muchísimas gracias siempre a los que estéis ahí. Muchas gracias ante todo, a los fieles. Siempre muchas gracias por vuestra fidelidad a lo largo de estos 4 años más o menos que llevaré el canal, 4 años y pico. Pero bueno, gente, siempre, pues, ya sabéis, con sencillez, naturalidad y sobre todo sin prisa, sin pausa. Y como todo debe surgir. Así que, gente, lo dicho, muchísimas gracias por todo. Y continuamos, ¿vale? Vamos aquí con Marty. Dice que tenemos que entrar en el bar ilegal, pero bueno, antes, ya que tenemos aquí a Emma, vamos a hablar con ella. O sea, vamos allá. A ver qué nos puede contar, ya que la tenemos ahí.
Pardon me, sir. From the way you're dressed and your general aura of seediness, I can infer only one thing. You're heading for Tannen's Speakeasy. Am I right?
Sí.
Yeah. Can't you tell me the way?
Down. Straight down. The last stop before the Inferno. Unfortunately, I don't have the power to stop you, but I beg you to tarry here a few more seconds and listen to my song. Me, 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 me.
Ostras, no.
You say you've lost your self-respect, but you should care. What in heaven's name?
Oh, sorry, Miss Strickland. Just a little experimental prototype gone momentarily awry.
Mr. Brown, why is there a dog in that vehicle?
Why? Well, to advance the human condition, of course. Hello, Harry.
Harry? Mr. Callahan, what are you doing in that getup?
¿Callahan? ¿No nos llamamos Michael Corleone? ¿Por qué nos llama Harry? Le habíamos dicho Corleone, ¿no os acordáis? Estoy encubierto, voy a un baile de disfraces. Es mi nuevo aspecto. Estoy encubierto. Bueno.
I'm going undercover.
How exciting! You'll have to give me an exclusive sometime. Right now, I've got some souls to save.
And you'll have to get an eyeful of my newest experiment.
You're not angry about the rocket drill?
Water over the bridge. I've moved on to bigger and better things. Come by the gazebo when you get a chance. I'll be setting up. You won't believe what Einie and I have been up to.
Famous last words. All right. Now where's that speakeasy?
A ver, vamos a hablar otra vez con ella, que teníamos conversaciones.
Hey, Edna.
Mr. Crockett, what can I do for you?
¿Qué estás haciendo?
What are you doing out here in the middle of the night?
Saving people from alcohol, vice, and disorder. And also keeping a lookout for hot stories. You'd be surprised how much news breaks on this corner.
Broken any stories tonight?
Only the usual. Mayor Thomas trying to slink out of the speakeasy. Frankie Needles crashing his car into a fire hydrant. Nothing that'll get me the front page.
Hey, I got a hot lead for you.
Oh? What is it?
Arrestaron a Tannen. Arthur McFly regresa. Sí.
I can't tell her that. It could get him in trouble.
Vale, a ver.
Hey,
Oh? What?
¿De qué se trata? ¿Arrestaron a Tannen?
Kid Tannen arrested.
Oh, glorious day! When did it happen?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna.
Keep me posted.
Vale, tengo historia. A ver.
Hey.
Oh?
¿Alguna más? Arthur McFly regresa, no. Carl Sagan, ¿viste el Paul?
I can't tell her that.
Vale. Linda canción.
What was that song you were singing earlier?
Do you like it? I wrote it myself. It really gets the toes tapping at the Stay Sober Society meetings. Although I suppose that could be the Shakes. Would you like to hear it again?
No, 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 no.
Maybe later.
I'll be here all night.
No, no, no. A ver, ¿qué hay contigo y Emmett?
What's going on with you and Emmett? The last time I saw you, you seemed to be kinda interested in him.
That was before I belatedly realized that his agreement to host my Stay Sober Society was a clever ruse to ferry barrels of hooch to his so-called laboratory.
Sorry about that.
Now his very presence fills me with an irrepressible urge to pick at his philosophical and intellectual foundations with every tool in my vocabulary.
So you're not dating?
Dating? The mere thought of romantic involvement with that undisciplined techno-anarchist is preposterous.
Good.
Indisciplinado lo llama. A ver, ¿hay más cosas? Ostras, hay muchas cosas aquí, ¿eh? Dani.
What's Kid Tannen been up to for the last 2 months?
Didn't you hear? It was in all the papers.
I've been, traveling.
Well, the feds were all set to arrest Tannen on tax evasion charges. Seems they'd gotten Tannen's books from his accountant.
I heard something about that, yeah.
Well, the accountant disappeared, unsurprisingly, but the feds still thought they had a case. After all, they still had the books, right?
Right.
Wrong. The day before the trial, the books up and vanished right out of the court's evidence locker.
No.
Lots of fingers were pointed, but honestly, the whole town's so corrupt that it could have been anyone. Court clerks, cops, janitors.
Ya.
So Kid's walking around free?
Free, clear, and laughing it up in his new speakeasy. The feds want to bring a case up against him, but without those books, they've got nothing.
Qué cabrón. Trae aquí centro de la justicia.
Couldn't Kid be brought up on other charges like, say, running a speakeasy?
In a perfect world, yes. But no one in town seems to care about prohibition anymore. The feds are only interested because of the lost tax revenue.
Ya, claro. Háblame sobre Parker.
Do you know anything about Officer Danny Parker?
Parker? Just another soul lost to the twin vices of booze and despair. I've asked him to tell me his story for my column. Sort of a cautionary tale, but he's never in the mood to talk to me.
Ah, esa es la historia seguro de cuando nos vio con 2 coches, con 2 DeLorean y lo acabó flipando. Seguro que era eso. Háblame sobre Parker. Trixie.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about Trixie Trotter, would you?
Kid Tannen's latest conquest? Well, she claims to be a lounge singer from Seattle, but my sources in Washington have never heard of her. I mean, honestly, Trixie Trotter, what kind of name is that?
A ver, pues... A ver, sobre...
Whatever happened with that speakeasy arsonist?
I was about to ask you the same question.
Me?
Don't play coy with me. I may not have any journalistically acceptable proof, but I know you had a hand in Carl Sagan's daring escape from the authorities.
Los tiene fichados, ¿eh?
Didn't you think that Sagan was innocent?
I used to, but after he escaped, 2 more speakeasies were torched in Colfax and Georgetown.
That's just a coincidence.
Coincidence? Or is our friend Carl a serial arsonist?
Joder, a ver.
I'm pretty sure that Carl Sagan didn't start those fires.
We'll see. One of the reasons I'm camped out so close to Tannen's new speakeasy is it gives me the chance to catch the arsonist in the act. It'd make a great story for my column.
Qué cabronaza, ¿eh? Sobre ti los perros.
What have you got against dogs, anyway?
They're smelly, rude, completely unable to take care of themselves, and frankly, they're not very bright. If I had my druthers, dogs would be banned from public places.
Harsh.
It's a harsh world, Mr. Callahan.
No le gustan los perros. Vale.
See ya.
Keep fighting the good fight.
Keep fight. Sí.
Donate to the Clock Tower Fund. What's wrong with the clock tower? It's not broken, is it?
Not in the slightest.
Whew.
It's just painfully drab. I'm raising funds to commission a sculptor to place a couple of handsome ornamental statues on either side of the clock face. Something to inspire the citizens to do their civic duty.
Something like lions?
Or gargoyles. You can't beat a good gargoyle.
No sé. Creo que en la película no habían estatuas en la torre del reloj. Al menos en las películas. A ver, vamos a ver a Emmett.
Harry, you're just in time.
¿Cómo has estado?
Have you been, Emmett? I know I haven't seen you in a couple of months.
I'm great, and I owe it all to you.
Really?
Yes, that argument I had with my father during our jet drill experiment gave me the incentive to finally quit that dreary court job. I've committed myself full-time to a life of science.
Inventar. Gracias por cuidar de Einstein.
So, thanks for watching Einstein while I've been away.
It's been a pleasure. He's proven to be a surprisingly willing test subject. It's almost as if he's been working with me for years.
More like decades.
Lo usó de cobaya. Pobre Einstein. ¿Vale, qué estás haciendo?
What's the story with the little car and all this equipment?
Einstein and I are conducting a few experiments with this 1/4 scale model to work out a few hitches in my planned demonstration at the Hill Valley Expo in a couple of months.
A radio-controlled car?
No. Well, yes, but it'll be so much more than that. It will amaze the world. Aha! Got it!
Got what?
I'll show you. Ready to go, Einstein?
Ay, madre. Pobre perro.
Watch this. When this baby hits 23 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious cow flop.
Einstein!
Oh,
Get him out of there!
not to worry. I've got a fail-safe eject mechanism around here someplace. See? Nothing to worry about.
Nothing.
Ay,
I'll go see if I can find something to help. Or someone.
Ah, nuestro viejo Doc. Mira, está ahí arriba. Es Doc. Vamos. La pensión, es verdad que dijo que si le necesitábamos estaría en una pensión. Es verdad, que nos lo dijo. Vamos a hablar con él.
Hey, Doc. How's the room?
It's a little cleaner than I would have imagined for a Depression-era flophouse. How are your investigations going?
Es sobre Trixie.
I haven't really made any progress with Trixie yet.
Well, get out there and make some. If she doesn't blow the whistle on Kid tonight, he may never be brought to justice.
Vale, es verdad que Kid Tannen no fue hacia la justicia, por eso hemos vuelto. Vale, estás en el parque.
Why didn't you tell me I'd run into your younger self tonight?
Because I don't remember being out here tonight. Clearly, your interactions with my younger self 2 months ago have slightly altered my personal timeline. I never had the nerve to perform public experiments like he's doing. No matter. Those experiments will be forgotten once I've seen Frankenstein.
Frankenstein?
Yes. Right now, my younger self is fiddling around down there with rocket propulsion systems for his demonstration at the expo.
The thing that'll kick off your scientific career.
Exactly. Now, the rockets are a horrible idea, and I'll soon realize that they'll never work. But eventually, I'll wander into that movie theater and see Frankenstein and clear my mind. I've kept the ticket stub from that movie in my wallet ever since. See?
Why?
Because it's during this movie that I'll have the inspiration for my breakthrough at the expo.
It doesn't have anything to do with reanimating the dead, does it?
Not the way you're thinking, no. But during that famous scene when Colin Clive turned the wheel that raised that shrouded figure into the tower, and that bolt of lightning struck, well, let's just say more than one brain was reanimated that night.
O sea que todo fue por la película. Vale, salva a Einstein. ¿Dónde está el DeLorean?
Where'd you park the DeLorean?
I hid it in the DeSoto lot. Nobody's buying cars these days, so it should be safe in there.
Vale, sobre Keith.
Why are Tannins always such jerks anyway?
It's hard to say. Rogue Neanderthal genes in their DNA, perhaps.
Vale, hay que decirle que... El piromaneco.
Hey, who did burn down Tannins' original speakeasy anyway?
I still don't know. I'd really like to find out before we go home.
¿Por qué 1971?
I never did get a straight answer about why he came back to 1931 in the first place.
It's, personal. When this is over, I'll tell you all about it.
I'm gonna hold you to that, you know.
No sé si es que trama algo Doc y que no nos lo quiere decir. Explícame esto.
Can you explain all this? I'm confused.
It's very simple. In the original timeline, Timeline A, the speakeasy arsonist was never caught, creating one of Hill Valley's enduring historical mysteries.
Okay.
When I traveled back to 1931, I created Timeline B, in which I was misidentified as the arsonist and subsequently killed by Kid Tannen's goons. Einstein came with me, and somehow he ended up in the DeLorean when its fail-safe mechanism triggered, sending it back to 1986.
Which is where I came in.
Precisely. You traveled back to June 14th, 1931, creating Timeline C, a world in which Carl Sagan wasn't rubbed out by Kid Tannen, but Arthur McFly was served with a subpoena.
And shot by Kid Tannen's goons.
Yes, so you jumped back in time 6 hours, creating Timeline D, saving your grandfather's life, but somehow preventing Kid Tannen from meeting his date with justice.
Which is why the Tannens were so powerful when we jumped back to 86.
Uh-huh. So now we've returned to August of 1931, creating Timeline E, in which, fingers crossed, we'll send Tannen to prison where he belongs. Got it?
Sure.
Good.
One question.
What?
Can you explain all this? I'm confused.
O sea que hemos creado 5 líneas temporales. Tanto volver hacia adelante y hacia atrás, hemos creado 5 líneas temporales. O sea que... La de Dios, la línea del tiempo... salva a Einstein.
Emmett's not having much luck getting Einstein off the courthouse.
I'm not surprised. Einie's a smart dog, but heights give him the willies.
What can we do?
I've got it.
What?
Just get my younger self distracted and I'll handle the rest.
Vale, sí, digo que irá con el DeLorean. Vale, vamos allá.
Just keep your head low, Doc. I'll be back soon.
I'll keep an eye out for your grandfather.
Vale, vamos a distraer al joven... ¿Sí? ¿No puedo cruzar la carretera? ¿Así sin más? Bueno, aquí sí. Vale. Hola, Emma, ¿qué tal? A ver, vamos a distraer al pequeño Doc. Al joven Doc. ¿Dónde estás? Ay, es que con teclado, gente, es muy eso. Ya sabéis que el mando de la Xbox con este juego me va de caca. A ver, vamos a distraerlo.
Don't worry, Emmett. I'm sure you'll get it right someday.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. Right now, I'm more concerned with Einstein.
Toma un descanso.
Why don't you take a break from Einstein Patrol for a minute? Maybe go see a movie or something.
Thanks for the offer, Mike. But once Emmett Brown sets his mind on a task, nothing can distract him from his purpose. And right now, that purpose is rescuing your dog.
What went wrong with your rocket car?
I'm not entirely sure. As soon as we get Einstein down, I'm gonna go look for it.
Vale. Encuentra tu autocohete.
Why don't you go look for your car now?
And leave Einie stuck on a ledge? Never! Dogs are much more important than any silly rocket car. Especially one that doesn't work at all.
What's up with you and Edna? A couple months ago, I could swear she was making goo-goo eyes at you.
That was before my father had her Stay Sober Society meeting thrown out of our house. Now she takes every opportunity she can get to snipe at me and my work. It's very distracting.
¿Y si les hacemos que se reúnan él y Edma para que hablen y distraerles? No sé.
Do you know anything about Officer Danny Parker?
My pop says he's a good cop when he's not drinking.
Good.
Of course, now I hear he drinks all the time.
You know anything about Trixie Trotter?
The songbird of the Sierras? The nightingale of the north? The floozy of the foothills? Never heard of her. And I've definitely never snuck into Tannen's speakeasy to listen to her.
Vale, nada más. ¿Y Frankenstein?
Have you seen that Frankenstein movie yet? I hear it's pretty inspirational.
Not yet. I've been so busy with my rocket car that I haven't found the time. But I'm planning on going tonight. At least I will once I get Einstein down.
Vale, pues hay que distraerle, ¿eh? Hay que distraerle.
Well, I'll go off and see if I can get some help.
You do that. I'll stay here and see if I can think of a way to get Einie off that ledge.
A ver si... A ver, ¿alguna cosa del inventario?
Hey, Emmett, need a light?
Turn that thing off. I've been distilling Tannen's hooch into rocket fuel all afternoon. One stray match could light me up like a Roman candle.
No. Una carta.
This is no time for word games.
Vale, era para mantenerlo ocupado, pero parece ser que no. Vale. Cloroformo. ¿Y si lo dormimos?
The only thing I want to break this bottle on is one of those goons' heads.
Hombre, a ver, romper la botella no, solo dormir a Emmett. Bueno, no tenemos nada más, compi. ¿No? Pues nada, ¿podemos cruzar? Está
It's
cerrado, ¿no?
locked. Guess I'll have to find some other way to rescue Heine.
Pues a ver cómo lo rescatamos, compi. No sé. Vamos a hablar con Emma, a ver si los podemos juntar o algo. A ver, vamos a hacer... No, espera, espera. No, distraerle con esto. Vamos a ver si podemos... ¿Podemos distraerle con esto, tío? Consola de mandos.
Don't touch those. They're very sensitive.
Sorry.
Don't touch those. They're
No.
very...
Sorry.
No, no nos deja, tío. No nos deja. Pues vamos a hablar con Emma. Si no, vamos al bar. A ver qué pasa.
Edna.
What?
¿Alguna historia nueva? Tengo una historia para ti. Linda canción. ¿Qué hay contigo y Emmett? Traer a Kirsten ante la justicia. No sé.
Hey.
Oh?
Futuro inventor arregla aquí. Vale, vale. Estrena Tania Arthur. Vale. Futuro inventor arroja perro en un techo.
Young scientist strands dog on courthouse roof.
What?
Look over there.
Oh, for goodness sake. Mr. Brown.
Please, Miss Strickland, not now. Can't you see I've got a rather delicate situation on my hands at the moment? My trial run...
Trial run? Public hazard, I call it. And I'm sure my editor will agree. This scientific enterprise of yours represents a clear and present danger to public
You
safety.
know what represents a clear and present danger to public safety? Your singing voice.
There's no need to get personal, Mr. Brown.
Believe me, I have no intention of getting personal with you.
I'm relieved to hear it. Flying cars, of all the ridiculous
You
juvenile
mock
notions.
me, but just imagine a world in which traffic jams and car crashes are a thing of the past.
I might be more inclined to listen to you if your maiden voyage hadn't ended in a crash on one roof and a stranded dog on another.
I'm working on getting him down. Heine, how'd you get down? Clever dog.
Well, fortune favors you tonight, but I warn you to be more careful in the future.
Now, how to get that rocket car back down?
Pues bueno, ya hemos cumplido una parte. Bajar a Einstein.
Hey boy, how you doing? Good dog.
Buen perro, compi. Vale, pues sí está. Vamos al eso. A ver, ¿dónde está Emmett? ¿Podemos hablar ahora? ¿O no? No está Emmett por aquí. Vale. Pues nada, compis. Consola.
Testing. Sibilance.
Hey, quit playing with my equipment.
Sorry.
Vale, pues nada, compi. Nos vamos al bar. Espera, vamos a ver si necesita algo ella.
Edna.
What?
¿Alguna historia nueva?
Broken any...
Only the usual. Mayor Thomas trying to slink out of the speakeasy. Frankie Needles crashing his car into a fire hydrant. Nothing that'll get me the front page.
Tengo una historia para ti. A ver.
Hey.
Oh? What is it?
Arthur McFly. Vale, nada.
Kid ta...
And the...
Later tonight.
Keep me...
Vale, esto nada más. Linda canción, sobre ti los perros, vale.
See ya.
Pues nada, gente, vamos al
fighting the
bar.
good fight.
Vamos al bar. Ajá, por aquí, ¿no? ¿Hola? Vale.
Who sent you?
Ulysses S. Grant.
What did you bring me?
Meat and potatoes.
What's the word?
Words are for wimps.
Estas palabras son para perdedores y papas. A ver, voy a apuntarlo aquí. Papas y estas palabras son para perdedores, por si acaso. Papas y no sé qué de perdedores. Vale. Lo apuntamos. Es la puerta. No, aquí volvemos a salir. No, me equivoqué. Vamos a ver. Cubos de basura. ¿Qué pasa aquí?
Ew.
Cubos.
Ew.
¡Ew!
Ew.
¡Ew! Cajas. ¿Qué pasa?
Cabbage crates. Must be for the soup.
Vale, vamos a la puerta. A ver si podemos colarnos. Vamos.
Who told you to come here?
Quizá penas de la vieja yegua gris. Bruce Springsteen. Ostras, qué detalle, tío, el boss. Es que ya sabéis que soy muy fan del boss. Ostras, qué detalle. El boss, tío. Si ante él estás... a ver, ¿pero qué pasa? ¿Algo de las papas? ¿Puedo repetir eso? A ver, no sé.
The old gray mare?
Take a hike, Squirt.
Ay, Maika, ¿cuál es? No me acuerdo. Oye.
Who said you were worthy?
Hieronymus Bosch?
No. A ver, alguna tiene que funcionar. Alguna
Who
tiene que,
said you were...
alguna tiene que funcionar. ¿Yo, episcopo?
Joe Piscopo?
Vale, me parece que nada, ¿eh?
Who is...
No sé. ¿Doris Day? A ver, el boss no.
Bruce Springsteen?
Nada, tío.
Who...
A ver, no. ¿Doris?
Doris Day?
Tampoco.
Who
Vale. Si ante él estás.
Am I?
No. Hostia, tío.
Who said you were...
Boss Hog?
Tampoco. Joder. Pues a ver, tiene que haber una
Who died
contraseña.
and made...
¿Quién murió y te hizo jefe? ¿Quién murió y te hizo jefe?
Could you repeat that?
Who died and made you boss?
¿Quién murió y te hizo jefe?
Boss Hog?
What will you do when I send you away?
¿Qué? ¡Ostras! Ay, Dios, yo que sí. Acercado a tu jefe. Patalear a tu ego. O sea, hemos acercado... Quizás espera hasta el miércoles. ¡Ay, madre! Esto yo no lo sé, ¿eh? ¿Puedo repetir eso? ¡Ay, madre! ¿Pero esto qué es? A ver, espera.
Wait till Wednesday?
Where did you come from?
¿Y vienes de dónde? De Rusia con amor. Navegando a Roma, tú sabes. Hill Valley. No. Falcon Crest. Te lo diré en Borneo.
Borneo.
¡No!
Who told you to come here?
¿Quién dijo que vengas aquí? Here.
The old gray mare?
No, tampoco.
Who told you to come here?
Here. No. Doris, no. No. Here. Here. Pena de la vieja... Maybe.
Hieronymus Bosch?
What will you do if I break your leg?
Vale. ¿Patalear? Eso no lo cagamos.
Lego your ego?
Where you born?
¿Dónde naciste? Born. ¿No? ¿Born? Borneo. Te lo diré en Borneo.
Borneo.
Welcome to L Kids, sir.
Ahora sí. Ahora sí. Oye, costó es malditas claves. Con los subtítulos en español es que es imposible. Pero si fuera en inglés, sí. Costó, pero... Un poco de escucha de inglés. Hay que tener un poco de eso. Hay que escuchar bien.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to once again present the hottest little number this side of the Rockies. And when I say my pleasure, I think you'll know what I'm talking about, am I right? So let's have a big L-Kid welcome for the one, the only, Trixie Trotter.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense. but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Out of my way, kid. I got some sorrows to drown.
I am my own superintendent. My star is on the ascendant. That's why I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care. Amigo, ¿por qué Trixie no quiere diccionar aquí? Micrófono. Vale.
I shouldn't bother her while she's singing.
Vale, cuando acabe de cantar.
Hey, back off, kid. I'm trying to entertain some people here.
El Kid. I still don't get it.
It's like that El Cid place down in L.A., only it's El Kid.
Ah, okay, I see.
Ay, vale, vale, vale. Corre, corre. Y abajo del escenario. Aquí está. Trixie.
Excuse me, are you Trixie Trotter?
That's what it says on my dressing room door. At least it would if I had a dressing room.
No, linda voz. Linda voz.
I really like your voice.
Thanks. You should hear me when I ain't so under the weather.
You're sick?
Oh yeah, sore throat. That's why I'm giving Cue Ball so many extended solos tonight.
I kinda wondered about that.
¿Tú más pedidos?
Do you know Sister Christian?
I don't do religious tunes.
I don't care. What are those? Are they lyrics for one of your songs?
I haven't memorized them yet.
What's a nice gal like you doing with a guy like Tannen?
Kid ain't so bad. He just takes some.
Hey, Toots, any chance you could sing that can number? The guys really love the way it shows off your, assets.
Whatever you say, kid.
And quit lazing around. I ain't paying you to yak with the drunks.
You ain't paying me at all, you bum. What were we talking about again?
¿Por qué te quedas con Keith?
You were telling me what a great guy Kid is.
Yeah, I guess he is a pretty crummy boyfriend. But until my insurance policy checks out, I guess I'm stuck with him.
Insurance?
Yeah. Look, I may not be the brightest bulb in the marquee, but even I know you don't break up with a creep like Kid without something to keep him from going all crazy on you.
Parece seguro.
What's this insurance policy all about?
Are you kidding? There's only one person I trust with my secrets. But I ain't seen him in weeks.
You don't mean...
Artie McFly.
Artie McFly.
You know him?
Not as well as I thought.
Before he took a powder, Artie was tutoring me in all sorts of stuff. Etiquette, philosophy, accounting. He's a regular Renaissance man. He even had one of those smart guy professor's pipes, see?
Can I borrow this?
Sure. I've been secretly working on my Get Out of Kid card for weeks now. But Artie's the only one I trust to check my work. You can't be too careful when you're dealing with a maniac like Kid, you know.
Entrega a Tannen. Puedo encontrar Arthur por ti.
Hey, if I arrange a meeting with Artie, could you use that insurance of yours?
Use it? Heck, if what I'm sitting on pans out, I could send that bozo all the way to the big house.
I'll see what I can do.
Vale.
Hey, you can trust me. Come on, what's the dirt you got on Kid?
Nix on that. I ain't spilling nothing until I talk with Arthur F-L-Y.
Vale. Pues vale, vamos a hacerlo.
Break a leg out there.
Thanks.
She's supposed to turn on Kid Tannen tonight? Okay, Doc, if you say so.
Vale, pues a ver qué más tenemos. Reúnete a Trixie. Vale, a Trixie y Arthur. Pero entonces tenemos que ir a Arthur. Alcoba.
Hey, you!
You talking to me?
Yeah, jerk. I saw you making eyes at my Eunice.
Oh, lay off, Ernie. He's kind of cute.
You think you can just waltz in here and make a play for another fella's girl?
No, sí.
Maybe. What are you gonna do about it, chicken?
That's it. You're toast.
Oh, espera.
Looks like you need to cool off for a few.
Ahora, para la calle. Vamos a hablar con ella. Micrófono. Ay, espera, que la liamos.
Way down in Louisiana, down in New Orleans. Maybe not.
Hey! I do the singing round here.
Ay, Dios. Vale. Trixie. A ver.
Trixie?
Yeah?
Entrégate, puedo encontrarte por ti, tomas pedidos, ¿qué estás haciendo? Vale.
Break a leg out there.
Thanks.
Vale, nos piramos. ¡Ah! El oficial Parker, tío. Sí. Matches. Kitanen. Ven.
Hey, bartender.
What'll it be?
Dame un trago. Sobre esas caricaturas en la pared. ¿Qué estás dibujando? ¿Has visto a Fede Parker? Vale.
What are you drawing?
Another celebrity caricature.
You drew those?
Prohibition ain't gonna last forever, bub. I gotta have a skill I can fall back on when all this goes away.
So about this, portrait gallery of yours.
What about it?
What's it all about? Who are those guys?
The caricatures hanging along the wall of honor commemorate those who are no longer with us on account of having ticked off one Irving Kid Tannen.
They're the guys the kids killed?
Well, of course not. They're just a bunch of guys that Kid didn't particularly like, and that at a later date turned up dead. It's what do you call it? A circumstantial coincidence. Yeah.
Vale. Dibújame.
Think you could do a caricature of me?
Sure.
Ostras, espera. ¿Que nos va a dibujar?
Presto!
That really doesn't look like me.
I didn't have much to work with.
Vale.
I'm looking for a cop named Parker.
Then this is your lucky night. He's sitting next to you.
Vale.
Him?
Yep. Quite a sob story, that guy.
Sob story?
Oh, yeah. Job troubles, dame troubles, psychiatric troubles, you name it. You get him in the right frame of mind, he'll talk your ear off about him.
What can you tell me about Trixie?
You trying to put the moves on kids, dame?
No way.
Good, because if you did, I'd probably be hanging you on the wall of honor. Know what I mean?
Vale, pues nada. ¿Sobre tú?
So is your cold all better?
My cold?
Yeah, when I saw you a few hours ago, you were sneezing like crazy.
Mister, I ain't had a cold in over 2 months.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry. Wrong guy.
Vale, dame un trago.
I'll have a drink.
What's your poison?
Peps, on second thought, forget it.
Suit yourself.
Iba a decir una Pepsi. La Pepsi que Marty tomaba en Regreso al Futuro. Siempre pedía una Pepsi. Y en Regreso al Futuro 2 se llamaban Pepsi Perfect. Las... Vale, pues entonces nada. Vale.
Thanks for the talk.
Next time, order a drink. This ain't no library, you know.
Vale, Kitanen.
Hey, nice suit. Where'd you get it?
Costume shop at the mall. I had it custom made.
Yeah? Quality material. Who are you? Where you from?
Name's, Harry Callahan.
Soy de la ciudad, soy uno de los tuyos. ¿Soy uno de los tuyos?
I'm one of you guys. Don't you recognize me?
No. Come on. What's the dope? Spill it, or I'll...
Go easy, kid. From the cut of the suit, I'm thinking he might be with the Valenti gang.
Is that so?
Sí.
Yes?
Prove it. You ain't leaving till you show me some bona fides.
¿Credenciales? Ajá. Vale, a ver, ¿puede ser esto?
I've got a little something here that might convince you.
Don't even blink.
It's not a real gun. It's not a real gun, I swear. It's a gift from Don Valenti. See?
To your family from mine, in gratitude for your continued service, J.J. Valenti. Looks like little Harry Callahan here really is with the Sacramento boys. You got stones, Pee-wee. I like that. Have yourself a drink on the house. Matches, put down your gun. You look like a moron.
Vale. Pues vale, lo tenemos, chicos. hemos convencido a Tannen.
Hey, take a hike, Squirt.
Vale, no nos quiere. A ver, C.
Hey, what?
Esas caricaturas que estoy dibujando. Háblame de Trixie. Nada más.
Talk to you later.
Hey,
What?
look, a paying customer.
Vale, pues nada. Arthur.
Hey, I know you. You're...
Parker. Oscar Danny Parker. Hill Valley PD. Have we met? You look familiar.
Nah.
Well, stranger, sit down and have a drink on me.
Así que tienes problemas. Deja de beber.
Should you be drinking so much on duty?
Probably not, but this joint ain't open when I'm off duty.
Shouldn't you be arresting Tannen?
For what?
Well, for running a speakeasy, for one thing.
Well, I like this speakeasy. So there. Besides, if I arrested him, I'd have to arrest you and me and everyone else in here. And that's just way too much work for one little cop like me.
Vale.
I hear you've been having troubles.
Troubles? Buddy, nobody knows the troubles I've seen.
Want to talk about them?
Do I? Do I? Yeah, I do. Listen, it all started when this car...
Every morning, every evening, ain't we got fun? Not much money, oh, but honey, ain't we got fun?
Whoopee!
Yeah, now about those troubles.
I don't want to wallow in misery. I came here to get happy. Hallelujah!
Ostras, tío.
So about those troubles.
Troubles? Ha! I don't want to talk about all that depressing stuff. I want to party! Whee!
Ostras.
See you later, Danny.
I'll be here.
I'm supposed to get this guy to arrest Kid Tannen tonight?
Vale, ¿por qué? Para que se le usa hacer su trabajo. Vale, pues gente, vamos a dejarlo aquí. Vale, vamos a dejar aquí el capítulo de hoy, ¿vale? Porque creo que vamos a estar hablando un buen rato. Tenemos que sacar conclusiones, tenemos que hacer aquí de James Bond, me parece, ya sabéis. A lo mejor tenemos que hablar otra vez con Trixie. No tengo ni idea. Algo tenemos que hacer, porque si está prestando atención a Trixie, no va a hablar con nosotros, ¿vale? No va a hablar con nosotros, así que ya veremos a ver qué hacemos. Pero gente, lo haremos en el próximo capítulo, ¿vale? Y bueno, este ha sido como siempre un capítulo de transición, ¿vale? Pues para presentarnos nuevos personajes, en el caso de Trixie, infiltrarnos en la banda, o sea, aquí con Tannen, ¿no? Gracias a esa réplica de la pistola de Valenti, que ya sabéis que son cosas del futuro que nos traemos y nos puede servir cositas. Y este borrachuzo, que por eso está así, por el tema de los DeLorean. Acordaros que fue él quien estaba apuntando a Doc y luego vio el tema del DeLorean y el tío quedó flipando en colores. Así que normal que esté así. Pero bueno, gente, a ver qué hacemos en el próximo capítulo. Tenemos que, sí, sacarle cosas y hacer que arreste a Tannen. Pero bueno, gente, lo haremos en el próximo capítulo, ¿vale? Así que espero que os haya gustado y ya sabéis qué hacer, lo de siempre y como siempre. Un buen pulgar hacia arriba si os moló o hacia abajo si no, y si me queréis dar ese apoyo que como siempre os agradecería un montonazo, pues suscribiros al canal. Nada más, gente, como siempre, un fuerte beso y abrazo a todos y a todas. Muchas gracias de nuevo, como siempre, por estar aquí en el canal. Y nos vemos en el próximo capítulo aquí con Marty McFly, Hill Valley, Regreso al Futuro. Nada más. Cuidaros, chao.